Hey everyone, today we're going to make cream puffs, or choux à la crème if you want to practice your French. The basic choux pastry recipe consists of 4 ingredients: flour, water, butter, and eggs, but since we are making sweet cream puffs, I'm also adding sugar, salt, and vanilla extract. The first thing you want to do is grab a medium saucepan and mix together your sugar, salt, water, and your butter. Here I've cut the butter into smaller pieces just so they melt a little bit faster. You do want to bring this mixture to a boil, and once that happens you want to dump your sifted flour all at once and start mixing vigorously. Make sure you do it off the heat, which I've just turned off here. And after a little bit, once it's all mixed, you can turn the heat back on to medium and keep mixing. You can switch hands like I'm doing if you get a little bit tired. What you're looking for is a slight film that starts to stick to the bottom of your pan, or you can also look for a little bit of fat droplets that come out. You want to cook your dough for about 2 to 5 minutes. So now we can take it off the heat and add our eggs, but I like to mix my eggs on the side first and then add in a little bit at a time. So you can see here I added in too much at once, so I need to grab a whisk and just whisk it all together. It just makes it a little bit easier to incorporate the wet ingredients into the dry. So what you're really doing is hydrating the dough, so it looks a little odd at first, but as the dough absorbs the moisture from the eggs, you get a much nicer, smooth consistency. What you want to see as you mix the eggs in is a very glossy and shiny dough, which we get at the end here. If you're using vanilla extract, you can add that now. Now you can grab your pan lined with either a silpat or a piece of parchment paper. Some people also like to mist the pan beforehand, but I forgot to do that. So here, what you can't see that I didn't realize was off camera is filling the pastry bag. You can also use a Ziploc bag. Now you can pipe your dough. I like to make smaller cream puffs, so I tend to do a 1-inch round with about 1 inch of space all around it as well. You can definitely make bigger cream puffs if you like. Just make sure your pastry tip is cut wider so that it creates less ripples as you pipe the dough. As you pipe, you want to move your hand slowly upwards with the dough. Apologies for my dirty hand, I overfilled my pastry bag there, but you can dab your fingers and then kind of push down a little top so you don't get that pointy tip. So here we've baked it for about 20 minutes, and I've taken it out really quickly just to stab little holes into them to let the air escape, and then put them back in the oven for another 5 minutes. Now to fill them, here I've just prepared a really simple whipped cream with Earl Grey tea, and just fill them as you would. You can also fill it from the inside if you want, but here I just like to cut them in half and finish with a sprinkle of powdered sugar, and that's it.